yeah, I guess, yeah, we only need that, yeah.
Welcome to the United Racing Network. My name is Andrew Spears. Myself and Rob have flown to Watkins, Glen tonight for the GT3 race here with Happy Hour. Rob, how was your flight, man?
It wasn't bad. I'm not looking forward to the one after this, though.
No, we're going back to my home state. I'm happy to go back home after this, but we'll land at Talladega and we'll unload our Gen 6 cars and we'll go to the front tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're here with the GT3 series tonight, the America series, and we've got some strong contenders already on track tonight.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
A lot of them, normal names that you've heard each and every week. I mean, we actually see JP Alfonso out on track. We saw him out on track here earlier. He wasn't in any of the races last week, as well as, we have the normal names of Jose Puig, Sean Crooks, David Tamara, Charles Harris, Brian Mansfield, Eddie Baker.
All the normals, right?
Yeah. And, last week's winner, Philip Forster, is registered to race, but we have not seen him out on the track yet.
Yeah, he was our last week's winner, like you said. He had a commanding win last week. But did he run out of gas? Or did somebody run out of gas last week?
Yeah, it was David Tamara on the last turn, on the last lap.
Wow, that's wild. That's wild. Hopefully David Tamara has fired his race engineer that made that call, and has hired somebody else in there tonight, because Watkins Glen's one of them tracks that everybody knows it. It's kind of like Sonoma in the NASCAR series. It's unique, and it's a great track. One of my favorite road courses of all time. I do like Road Atlanta, but Watkins Glen, I can remember racing it on NASCAR Thunder 2003 and kicking Dale Earnhardt's ass. Every time I raced it, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. And that's why.
Let's be honest, you had the AI set to rookie, didn't you?
You know what? Let's not talk about what I did when I was 8, okay? All right. Well, let's get in down here let's get live with some of these guys tonight. They're running all night long. They're going to be doing well all night long. And I'm looking really forward to some of these guys that are out here tonight. Nelly found his way out here tonight. Old Neil Strader's found his way out here tonight. We have a lot of people. Holy crap.
Yep.
We have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 cars tonight. And I think the field's for a normal GT3 race. So, that's crazy.
It's unheard of. And, although it is great to see how much this GT3 series has grown just since last season. Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad that we have our veterans up front, but I think some of our new guys like Nelly, like Richie Ko, like Brian Frick. Was it Frick? Frick. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not good with names. So I'm hoping that somebody new wins this race tonight. And I just say that because last night we had the top 3 guys that won the last night's race in NASCAR. They're all veterans. And I really want to see some new guys get up there and get their faces shown tonight. And I think that Sean Crooks, I think he was here last year, wasn't he? Yeah, Sean was here last year. But Richie wasn't. Nope.
Brian wasn't. Josh Steele. Raphael wasn't here last year. Did I get that name right? Raphael?
Yeah, Raphael Kunha.
Well, I'm excited I got the name right. Still working on your name, Gabe. Sorry. Come
on, it's not that hard. I taught you last night.
All right, so JP Alfonso's on track tonight. He was not here last week, and he's also repping a new manufacturer this year, or on this season, and he's repping a Lamborghini tonight.
Yeah, which is a bold move. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Lamborghinis. I mean, last season we saw Mason Neal running the Lamborghini a few times. But other than that, we haven't seen one, and it seems to be the only one on track here tonight.
Yeah, well, they're very, very hard to drive. I've been told that unless you know how to race your races, them cars are extremely light and they're not good when you're trying to do stuff on the track. And we're seeing, well, maybe JP is a little better than I am because I definitely couldn't hold the line of that car.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with my Porsche.
And Mr. Ben Martin has joined us, joined the race tonight. He's a GT3 advocate, loves racing these cars. And he was not going to be in the booth with us either way, but we am happy to find him on track tonight as he goes through the booth.
Car's a little wide there. He may have overcooked it. This is a breaking point by a few feet.
Maybe. You know, these guys are putting down some fast lap times now. Looking at my fact sheet here, the GT3 world record time is 144.286, and that record's been beaten by 4 people already.
Wait, 144.28.
It says on my sheet it says 144.286 by Alferio Parente, maybe? He was driving a Bentley.
Well, then we've had 6 people do that.
Oh, we have, yeah. Mason Dillon beat that. Jose our Puig has beat that. Eddie Becker's beat that. Sean Schultz, Mike Ware, and Nelly has all beat that.
Crazy.
Yeah, maybe these guys need to get a contract. I'm just saying.
Maybe. IMSA, if you're watching.
And we'll come announce for you.
Yeah. I'm sure we'd do a good... It'd be a good broadcast, for sure.
I think people will be entertained.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go through the race info tonight. So we're at Watkins Glen with the boot tonight. And what signifies the boot is if you look at the bottom right-hand side of that track, how it kind of makes the shoe. On the track normally, as they come out of that 180, they just stay straight till they get to the front straightaway. But this, they actually have a few more technical turns to make here tonight. And actually, that 180-degree turn there actually goes up and around. So you start getting a little loose as well. So we're going to have to look out for that tonight. Track temperature tonight sets at 75 degrees tonight. Air temperature 72 degrees. Humidity is about 60%. So we're going to get a little bit of moisture on the track. Maybe see some dew popping up on that grass as we go later into the night. Partly cloudy skies, and that wind is blowing about 3 miles an hour out of the east going to the west.
And it's not shaped like a shoe, it's shaped like a boot.
The shoe goes on your feet, okay? Okay.
Well, I mean, they call it the boot for a reason, right?
Well, what are the facts you got about the boot?
Well, we're sitting at the track is 3.36 miles-ish. So, I mean, it's a long track. And, but mind you, these guys are getting around it at, you know, a minute 43. Our slowest time is a minute 49. But I mean, these guys are going around it at 160, 164. So I mean, they're moving.
I see a few 165s as well on my side. So I'm excited to see where we're going to be at after 40 minutes of racing. The chicane, or what they call the bus stop, usually gets a lot of people. Just because, I mean, it's such a tight turn to make there, as you see Josh Steele get a little loose there. But the bus stop is something that we all are going to watch out for tonight, because it is going to cause some problems tonight with some people. Now, who's affected by the bus stop? We'll have to see. We've seen veterans getting taken out of the bus stop. We've seen veterans get hit by rookies that don't have to hit the bus stop. It's just going to be where we are at the end of the race. Who's survived all these technical turns that are out here tonight, and who is going to be in the winner's circle at the end of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you couldn't have said it any better. You know, veterans get caught up there, rookies get caught up there. So it will be interesting to see how everybody handles this track tonight. And like you said, the track's sitting at around 70-some degrees. So these guys are going to be slicker.
And we're going to follow Mike Ware for just a second. I want to show you guys what the bus stop actually looks like. We're going to be referred to as that tonight. Now, if somebody happens to go through the bus stop, they get a 10-second penalty that they have to stop off the track and take. This is what they call the bus stop right now.
you can see how technical that's going to be. And you can get through it fast if you know how to do it, but if you get a lot of cars around you, it gets tight quickly.
And, you know, at the start of the race, it will be hectic, especially with, you know, we have 26 drivers slated for tonight. It seems 25 have been on track or are on track. One person has not been yet. So, you know, with 25 cars coming through this bus stop, it's going to get tight. And guys will have to pay attention.
Yep, maybe we won't see any full-course cautions here tonight. Like we've been saying, every race, you know, they're very, very rare. But there's a chance they could get caught up there to cause one. If they get turned around and they can't, and everybody gets collected, they will throw one. So we'll see what happens tonight. iRacing is going to be controlling all the admin flags tonight. If an admin needs to step in, there are a few admins that are in here in the race tonight, but we usually leave it to iRacing to take care of any penalties that are issued tonight. So nobody's going to get a free hand tonight, as I like to say. Nobody's going to get anything free or handed to them. Phil Forster's come up there and he's put down a good time, but he's having a lot of issues with connection. It may be my connection to him, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We'll stay off of him. He gets his stuff figured out. We don't want the quality of the broadcast to go down because of our connection issues with him. So Ben Martin has pushed a 146.2. That's currently 22nd in practice. And how long are these practice sessions?
The practice session runs for 70 minutes. So we're already at minute 7. So we got about 13 minutes of practice left here.
No, we should.
Or no, sorry, 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I can't math tonight, apparently.
It's all good. All right, guys, anybody that's watching the stream, make sure you share the heck out of it tonight. We'll be going live with some good racing in about 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes, really. We have 10 minutes of qualifying that these guys are going to go through. And we'll be going live, so make sure you share it. Our back-end producer has shared it like crazy. I've shared it like crazy. Rob shared it like crazy. Now it's your turn, guys. Make sure you just get the word out there that we will be live with real live racing from happy hour in about 18 minutes. With that being said, guys, before qualifying gets here, we're going to take a second to have a word from a few of our sponsors. Rob, so after watching these guys home practice tonight, who do you have so far? Who do you think are some guys that are going to be running up front? Not necessarily the winner, but who are some guys that you're looking at to stay up front?
The ones I'm looking to stay up front, so I know I want to say JP because he's always at the front. Now he is racing a different car, so that may throw off his game a little bit. But I'm expecting to see him up front. I'm expecting Jose Puig to be up front, Philip Forrester, Sean Crooks, and even Nelly. He's newer to the league, but when he gets his car dialed in, he's fast. So I expect to see him up near the front as well.
Yeah, for sure. And the one thing about Philip I'm worried about is if other people are having the connection issues that I'm seeing. That's the bigger thing I'm worried about tonight. I am in agreement with you that Jose is going to be up front, but I'm gonna do an audible here on you. I think that Eddie Baker's going to be up front. I think that Jose is going to be up front. I even think
Nelly's going to be up front, but I think the winner of tonight's race is going to probably be David Tamara because he's wanting to get revenge from his car messing him up in the last race.
Yeah, that is true. I do agree with you there. However, the only thing I see with David Tamara is he tends not to do well under pressure, and we've heard it from other racers. They try to put the pressure on him because they know he will crack at some point. So that's my only thing about David Tamara, and he might not be up front.
I understand. Well, as these guys go into qualifying mode here, they're going to work their butts off to get their tires warmed up. As you see Mike Weir shimmying back and forth as they, moving back and forth to get the tires warmed up. We have our qualifying meter on the bottom, so we're going to watch these guys qualify as they go through the boot now. I do want to mention that these guys are not on track at the same time tonight. They're doing long qualifying sessions, but it may look like they're on the track together. So if they are, if they're not, they're not. But if they look like they're together, they're not. I promise you.
We don't want to give, some people an advantage over the other. So they're all going to be on the track.
And I love Raphael's car tonight. That white on black, I think, is a beautiful combination.
It is.
Very good looking car tonight. And as far as a rookie spotlight, and I'm not saying that because they are actually rookies, but rookies to the league, somebody I want to talk about, Brian Frick. He's new to the league tonight. This is his first race that I remember seeing him in. He may have been in the GT3 on Tuesday nights. We apologize. We had some family emergencies come up. We're unable to broadcast that race, unfortunately, but we should be good all the way through. But this is our rookie spotlight. Brian Frick. He's done well so far in practice. He was holding his own with a pretty average lap time in the top 10. With certain incidents, he may move to the front.
He very well could be, and I'm excited to see what he does. As he looked like he cut the bus stop there just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't think IMSA officials don't care. And our veteran spotlight tonight goes to Sean Crooks himself. Sean Crooks, he does well at tracks like this. So he's a veteran to the league, and he has my vote tonight for being in the top 5. And he's also driving my manufacturer tonight. Now, Rob, who's your manufacturer for tonight?
Yeah, it's me every week, and it's Porsche. It just has to be. I'm a Porsche man, and not gonna change.
Yep. Now, I want to take us to the booth real quick. I just want to make sure before we go green that I'm not having issues with connection tonight. So I don't think I'm the one having the problems, but I've seen a bunch of people blacking, going back and forth with my screen tonight. So I just want to make sure it's not me having issues.
Yeah. Now, right now, it looks like our fastest time in qualifying right now is put out by Mason Neal with a 1:43.27.
Wow. That's wild. That is a good time for sure. But, had somebody come up there and change it tonight. Had somebody come up there and beat it, as you see Nelly go through the bus stop there. I'm thinking first lap, that bus stop's going to be chaotic. It's going to collect some cars.
Oh, absolutely, it's going to. And, I mean, we saw it last season. Mind you, we were a smaller field, but they still stacked up pretty bad when they came through that bus stop. So, with 24 drivers, it's just going to amplify that even more.
Yeah, I agree. Completely. Mike Mint is another guy I've not seen racing tonight, and I need to take some edibles to look at that car.
Oh, wow.
That's a Red Bull car?
That's a Red Bull car, yeah.
Wow. That's nice. I like it.
I still think Raphael's car is the best looking car out here. But that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
We still got other cars to look at.
There's Charles Harris's car tonight, repping the purple and blue and orange tonight. Now, who is rocking our car tonight?
I don't believe anybody is.
Nobody who had the colors of United Racing Network?
Oh, so the colors, yes. The colors are on Don Warren's car. I know in...
Nope. Don Warren may be already done with his qualify. Nope, there he is right there.
Yeah. So I do know in the Next Gen Series, he's got us painted on the car. I don't know if he's got us on this car, but colors are pretty close to what we use. So, I mean, if you look at it, it kind of looks like...
he may have something on that backside there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Kind of looks like the car I'll be racing tonight, almost.
I don't know. I still got my Fallout car. I need to swap it over.
Yeah.
Mr. Corey Burke's driving the Michelin Man car, blue and yellow. What car is that?
That's a BMW.
That's a BMW, man. That thing's sharp. That thing is sharp for sure. And as these guys get ready to close out qualifying, we have about I'll take it back, about 3.5 minutes left before we go to the grid and get you an official lineup. Now, I just want to take a second and look at some of the practice results for times and compare them to what we're seeing. The fastest lap time that was put out was by Philip Forrester with a 42.20 or 0.20, and he is nowhere. He's not even qualified yet.
No, I did see he may have disconnected, so I don't know if he was having connection issues. It did say that he did disconnect, so.
And Andrew Schroeder. Schroeder?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like Schrodinger's cat?
Who?
Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah, I don't know what you just said. I think you just cussed me out in Spanish.
No, I don't know Spanish.
Do you now? Do you not know it? Know everything else?
No. Just a little bit, but not Spanish.
Man. Hey, Rob, this is going to be a fun night, man.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really pumped to see these guys out on track. And I just want them to go racing. But, we got another 2 minutes qualifying left. And just looking through here, looks like JP is posted a 1:44.37. So he's about a second off the leader.
That's not normal for JP, for sure. Not normal at all. Now, something these guys are going to have to look out for tonight is their tires. These corners and the way that the track goes up and down on hills, their tires and their brakes are going to get very, very hot. Not necessarily worn out, but they're going to get hot, and they're going to get really... they're not going to grip their rotor as well. So when they go down through, like the turn number 1 here, as we're fixing Mark Bradshaw go through, this corner here is going to get a lot of people as well once their tires get really warm. Just because it's such a weird turn, and you can also get an off-track penalty if you come off the rumble strips. Watkins, Glen made or NASCAR and IMSA made a rule change to that, and now if you just get an inch of your tire onto the asphalt on the other side of the rumble strips, you get an incident point. At 15 incident points, you get a drive-through penalty.
Yep, and then every 5 incidents thereafter, you get another drive-through.
Mike Weir,
you see Mike Weir, yeah.
I always had troubles right there too. Even in the MX-5 race that I did here, I had problems with that.
Yeah, and they're significantly slower than these.
Yeah, they are for sure. Way slower. So, all right, Rob, we got about 30 seconds to wheel the grid. Who is your guy to win tonight?
I'm gonna go with Neil Strader.
Okay. Nelly.
He's quick, and I think he has what it takes to be up near the front and maybe pull home a win here tonight.
I like it. I like it. I think Raphael is gonna, in the 957 Mercedes, I think he's gonna give us
Some good racing tonight. These guys have got a full lap before they go green. We're going to do a full grid lap. So we'll see how these guys do tonight. It's going to be interesting for sure. They'll have a full 3.5 miles almost to get their tires warmed up before we go green. So maybe Raphael can make some moves. Actually, Raphael and Nelly is going to be starting really close to one another, 8 and 9.
Yep. All right, so we have 26 drivers slated. It looks like we'll go down through them. So starting first, we're going to have Mason Neal, followed by Jose Puig in second, Sean Cricks third, Corey Burke in fourth, Eddie Baker fifth, Mike Weir sixth, Don Warren in seventh, Neil Strader eighth, Rafael Cunha in ninth, JP Alfonso 10th, David Tamara 11th, Charles Harris 12th, and Josh Steele in 13th.
All right, well, in that 14th position is Richie Ko. In the 15th position is Scott Shepard, 16th Ben Martin, 17th is Drew J. Warren, 18th is Brian Mansfield, Mike Killenbeck is starting 19th, Mike Smith is starting 20th, Christopher Rollins is starting in the 21st position, Brian Frick is starting in the 22nd position, Jeremy Gaiman starting 23rd, Mark Bradshaw, he's a Canadian boy, he's starting in the 24th position at 988 car. Philip Forrester, our winner from last week, starting in the 25th position. Listen to these cars. I love the sound of these cars. NASCAR has it, but I don't know. I think these cars have got a little better sound.
Well, I mean, they each sound good in their own ways. I mean, these cars, you know, they have that throatiness, but NASCAR's just got that rumble that you can't really beat.
Yeah, I really hope they don't go electrical like I've been hearing.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hope that's not real. I hope that's a fake. Hope NASCAR's pulling our leg on an early April Fool's joke.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, I'm all for save the planet, but you got to have your V8 engines running around a track. I want to really watch how they take on this bus stop here, even in the pack racing or the pack three. As long as people give each other room, it shouldn't be that bad. Going 3 wide into that bus stop is not going to be what you need to do.
No, not at all. You know, even 2 wide's tight, and 3 wide, that's just got disaster written all over it. So.
Well, we just have a few more laps until we go green here. And this green flag is going to be sponsored by Admin Box tonight, as well as the white flag will be sponsored by Admin Box tonight. Now, let's go through and take a look at one of our in-car cameras that we have tonight. And Mr. Richie Ko has got our in-car camera tonight. That's sponsored by JP Alfonso Studio. He has been graciously awarded us the camera to put in the car. And there's a good look at Richie right there. Gets ready to take his Porsche around this track for 40 minutes. Maybe he can make his way to the front. We'll see.
Now they say these guys never blink, but I tend to believe.
Would you blame him?
No, not at all. I know when we did the recruitment races, I didn't, so.
That's Brian Frick. Oh, and that's a bad son of a gun, too. You see that thing's bad. Enough gawking over the cars here. We're getting ready to go green. You ready to go green, Rob?
Absolutely, I've been waiting.
All right, well, that pace car's going to come off here. Mason Neal's going to bring them around.
Green flag.
The green flag's in the air. They're green here at Watkins Glen with the boot. United Racing Network as they come down through turn number 1. Looks like Mike Killenbeck's going to take a commanding lead over. No, Mason Neal's going to hold off Jose Pugh. That's different. For the GT3 race. Yeah, we do. Guys. Bus stop for the first time tonight as they're racing. Everybody seemed to be single file right here as they get through the bus stop. But we got some 2-wide action, and we got some cars right in the back.
Scott Shepard was collecting that.
Trying to find him. Quit moving. Scott Shepard's involved. What other car is that? Is that Ryan Mansfield? Ben Martin's involved.
Ben Martin. Wow. Mike Mint.
Mansfield was involved. Go back and take a look at that. We knew it was going to collect some folks, but we didn't know how. Oh, it looks like Ben just grabbed somebody and didn't give enough room to brake there. And
it looks like he got in the back of Scott Shepard there and just kind of sent everybody around.
That from Scott Shepard's point of view. Just gets turned around there. Mistakes have been made already this early in the race, but as we go through here and look at the leaders, they still putting up a fight to hold that position. Mason Neal is holding off Jose, and Jose's holding off Sean. Has some heavy damage on that car. Mike Mintz right in front of him with some damage. Actually, a lot of damage. Ben Martin's going to go around him. Man, Richie KO's out of the race as of right now. He's in
Scott
the pits.
Shepard goes around.
He had a lot of damage on that car.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get into the pits, but just overcooked it a little bit. He's driving sideways. But it looks like lap 1, the bus stop has already claimed its first predicament. See how it goes.
Yeah, you know, we have to look at 40 minutes of stuff now. You know, we have to look 40 minutes ahead. How these guys are going to be here in 40 minutes. You know, we're at the 3 minutes 6 second mark into this race, and we have to look, you know, when our next pit stop's going to be. They should be starting to pit probably about the halfway point, in my opinion. Oh, as Raphael is getting around in the back there. Did I lose the number? There he is right there. Raphael gets turned around there. Gets a little loose coming out of that turn and grabs the grass and goes right around and grabs that wall.
A hard look on that wall.
And backing it into the...
Oh.
I mean, he had to get out of the way, though. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to sit there and talk crap on him for that. He had to get out of the way.
Yeah. And that was some hard hits because NASCAR, you don't really have safer barriers all around. It's those metal corrugated fences essentially.
Yeah, just like Nelly is putting on a fight with JP now. As Nelly gets around.
We just got to stop talking about people.
The United Racing Network has struck again. I swear to God, we're going to lose our contract. Nelly tries. Yeah, man. When these cars go dead, they're hard to
That's a tough break for him.
That's where it went off track. We'll rewind this, take a look at it here.
like too much damage on that Porsche. So.
No, but he did lose a lot of position. He's down to 17th now. Technically speaking, as of right, no, Raphael is our toughest break of the evening.
Ninth,
The first 5 minutes has been chaotic.
it has been, and they're just getting started.
But it looks like Mason Neal and Jose have got a commanding lead over the rest of the pack here, pushing about 3 seconds now.
4.5 seconds.
But I don't know if you remember the MX-5 race, but Mason Neal almost lapped the entire field during that race. So he knows his track. He knows his track. He's talked about it. I've heard him talk about this race for 2 weeks now. It's like actually, Corey Burke's got some damage on his. You see it right up there in front? Looks like he does, unless that's just poor mechanic work.
No, that's just the way the BMWs look.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the way the BMWs look.
I wouldn't drive it just because it looks like it's been wrecked.
Yeah, well, the front's kind of pushed in a little bit. Like it's a weird looking car. But yeah, there's no damage on that. It looks like that carbon splitter up front is fine. So.
Yep. JP Alfonso has passed Don Ford. Don Ford actually wrecked too. So let's go back and take a look at the pass and the accident that happened. The 180 uphill turn. Shepard's there. No, I don't know if I'm going to send an accident. Happen right here. Yep. All right, it does get around right there. Everybody else there in the process.
Just trying to get it going. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Looks like actually Mason Neal was
Mason Neal went off track. There he is getting turned back around here. In that bus stop, Jose and Mason Neal. He just jumps it. Oh, and almost grabs the wall there. Does a good job keeping it out of the wall. And yeah, you're right. He dropped back to 7th. Looks like Mason Neal. So we're watching Mason Neal. Mike Kent went off track. J1 went off track.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at them tires were there. If he'd have grabbed that wall, that would have been the end of his night.
Wow. Watkins Glen is not being nice to anybody tonight.
I feel like I'm watching Miles the Monster take out these guys.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is, Rob?
Cold tires.
No. The gremlins of United Racing Network are out there throwing marbles on the track.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what's happening. They usually make more than me and you combined.
Well, I mean,
they're working their butts off tonight.
Let's not talk about that.
All right, well, let's go to the field here and see where everybody's positioned at as we enter our 10th minute of racing tonight. Jose Puig is in first. Corey Burke is in that second position. Sean Crooks is in third. Eddie Baker. JP Alfonso's rounding out the top 5. Starting. He's in 6th. Mason Neal is trying to recover his front position. He currently in 7th position. 8th is David Tamar. Don Warren is in 9th. And
11th we got Ryan Frick. 13th Mike Killen. 16th, Mark Bradshaw. 17th, Jay Warren. 18th of Christopher Rawlings. Ben Martin in 19th. Scott Shepard 20th. Richie Kao in 21st. Rafael is in 22nd. Mike Mint 23rd. 24th.
25 and 26. Do we have 25th and 26th?
So 25th is Philip Forster, who's not racing, and 26th is going to be Andrew Schroeder, who's not racing as well.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, Nelly has retired out of this event after his incident. I swear he's got some damage. Look at Mark Bradshaw's vehicle here. No, there's no damage. Yeah, I'm right.
I'm right.
No, there's not damage on Mark Bradshaw's vehicle. But there is on the other BMW on track, which is Corey Burke. Gremlins are messing on me too.
So actually, we just got text from Nelly that he actually had some technical issues that was not able to continue the race.
I know I was helping him through a VR issue earlier tonight, so maybe he's still having that same issue.
Yeah, he said it turned off on him, so.
If anybody's looking to get into VR racing on iRacing, I recommend, I'm not sponsored and I'm not paid to say this, I just have the product and it works well. I recommend the HP G2 Reverb headset. Again, this HP G2 Reverb headset. You plug it directly into your graphics card and you feel like you're sitting in a car. So Rob's put it on and he's tried it when he was here. He was down for the wedding, and you can ask him. For somebody that races on screens, it doesn't look terrible to be in VR.
No, it's not bad, but I can only go one way with it because once I start turning left and right, if you get motion,
Mason Neal
goes off track there again, and he's going to get a slowdown penalty for that, I'm sure.
He probably did his slowdown trying to keep that car under control.
As somebody that gets motion sick easy, VR may not be the way to go.
It took me about 2 months to use it. We do have some tight racing and fixing to come up to happening between Mike Weir and Eddie Baker. These two were battling last week.
They were. And they always put on a great show. I mean, Eddie Baker, he's had some issues in the other series we've had. Last night or Monday night in the trucks. He made a pit stop that was questionable last night, but he kind of was forced to. And ultimately that brought him away from the lead there. So, he's trying to push to get that podium spot.
Oh, look who joined the back.
Oh, there he is.
Nelly actually joined back tonight. Good to see him back on track. Maybe he can walk away with some points at least. Sorry for interrupting you. I just seen him come back on track.
Yeah, that's okay. Looks like Eddie Baker is trying to make that pass on Sean Crooks.
Sean Crooks is having some pop-in problems, some connection issues, so he may use that to his advantage. But at the same time, I would be weirded out if he get close to somebody that's having connection issues. If he's blinking for us, if he's blinking for Eddie like he is for us, I would be a little worried about getting around it.
Well, you can kind of anticipate it a little bit where the car is, but there's sometimes where it's like the car just shoots up into space and then pops right back down in front of you, so it's a little difficult to race against.
Yeah, there's your three-way battle for that third position. Sean Crooks, Eddie Baker, and Mike Weir, all within a half second.
Yeah, so Eddie's just waiting. Waiting for somewhere that he can actually get a run on. Or he's just waiting for Sean to make a mistake.
Yeah, so if he gets a good run off this turn here, he could go past the turn. Actually, Mike Weir may be looking like a pass on Eddie Baker.
As he comes to the outside
Eddie
of
Baker and
Mike
Weir gets around. Oh, I thought he got around. Oh, that was awesome to watch. But Mike Weir's not happy about that. Eddie Baker did kind of shove Mike Weir there. So is Mike Weir going to come back for revenge at the corners?
And you got JPL sitting there as well.
JP sitting back like, you know what, I'm going to these two take each other out, and I'm going to go by them.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
And so explain to the viewers, Rob, what the flashing of the lights mean.
So the flashing of the lights just means, hey, I'm here, I'm waiting to pass, so let me by.
But if you're not allowed now, you technically can't defend as much as you want.
It's more just a courtesy thing.
On Eddie Baker there, but it's just not happening right now. But there is a little bit of lap traffic. Raphael in the 957 car is in 22nd. He sits between Jose, who's in first, and Corey Burke's in second. If Corey Burke can pass, then there's going to be a position battle, a bigger of a position battle to get around Raphael because he is a slower car. As night falls on Watkins Glen tonight, is that going to be an issue for tires tonight? Is the temperature going to fall off to the point where the tires are actually cooling instead of picking up heat? Them are the questions that we have to ask. Because New York, even during the summer, it gets a little cold at night. That's true.
Yeah, it's not good. And actually, Mike Weir
probably got a little bit of damage. Eddie Baker happened.
Baker's actually pulling away from JT.
There's racing all over the track tonight, as you can see by the on-screen track map. Everywhere that you see a bubble with a number, positions. Actually, we'll change the car numbers so you see who's where. Most of the racing is down in the boot right now, but there is racing all over the track.
Well, that's the thing. When you're just constantly green, people spread out and you have racing all over the place. So, we're going to try to catch as much as we can. There's so many cars, but there's so few cameras.
That's right. Only two of us.
Actually, Drew Warren went into the pits as well.
Yep. Our pit stop times our pit stops are starting to roll in now. You can watch the bottom of your screen on pit stops to see who is in. In there, you can see the positions that are changing. And you can also tell by the timing screen who's entering pit lane as well. It says pit lane beside their name, or it says out, I believe, if they're exiting pit road. So you can look from there too. Mason Nils entered pit road. Eddie Baker's entered pit road, and they're coming in to get some fuel tonight.
So these guys won't get tires normally because you get tires here, you're easily a minute and a half for your pit stop because with these IMSA cars and GT3 series cars, you cannot fuel while the car is in the air.
No, and that's safety regulations and just regular IMSA rules from what what I've read that iRacing has put in. As you see, Brian Mansfield entering pit road right now. Brian Mansfield's actually doing considerably well, considering he's only rookie racing tonight.
Well, I mean, we say rookie, but he just holds a rookie class license, that's all. He's not a rookie. He's a veteran driver, but, He just doesn't have the licensing for it yet.
Yep, I guess that's right. I guess that's what you want to call it. Whatever.
So we're looking at pit stop times of around 40, 45, 49-ish seconds.
Yep. So that means most people are just taking their fuel and getting out of there.
Everybody's pretty spaced out. Jose Puig's got a almost 5-second gap on Corey Burke. Brooks is only about a second and a half behind him. JP Alfonso is about 20 seconds back from Sean Brooks. And then it gets more and more as you go back. So.
Yeah, you can look at the gap there. That's the gap to front to the first place. Turning on the interval here, that's where they're between the cars at. From the car in front of them, that's how close they are. Actually, Warren and Harris has got the closest battle that I'm seeing. Warren and Harris in that sixth position. They're about a second apart.
Last season we were doing 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Now we're doing 40.
Yep.
So my math is a little off, but as we get going, we're just going to take you side by side here and have a few words from our Twitch sponsored ads.
Well, thank you to the Twitch ads, whichever ones that you saw. Those every time that sees those ads, we get a little bit of the ad revenue. So appreciate you hanging out, watching the few ads that you see. We are back live from Watkins, Glen with Happy Hour Racing. If you're just now tuning in, we are about 24 minutes out of a 40-minute race. Jose Puig is leading. Corey Burke is in second. Sean Crooks is in third. JP Alfonso is in fourth. And David Tamara ran out of fuel last week on the last lap, coming out of the last turn, is setting fifth. He's in for redemption tonight. Now, something that I want to talk about tonight is the strategies that we're seeing. We're still seeing people that's not pitted yet, and something that's just concerning me about these guys that are up front. How much longer can they go? They need to get fuel. They're going to have to get fuel to get to the end of the race. Get to the end of the race tonight. So, where are they at? We've seen the bus stop grab some people. We actually seen Nelly go around. He actually had an accident. Everybody take a look at that. Nelly's green car, so 24. It is like technical difficulties earlier, but it looks like he just gets a little loose there. Just kind of gets it sideways. This Porsche is really light right now. He should be going to pit very much. But looking here at the
all except for Ware has not pitted. Mike Ware pitted 4 laps ago. So, but everybody that's in the top 7, we're going to pit here soon to get some position or get more positions. Now, as the night falls on Watkins Glen tonight, guys, it's going to get a little harder to see these cars. So we're going to put our telemetry up to show you which car is which. Kind of help you understand who you're looking at tonight. Watkins Glen is not usually made for night races except for cars that have these types of lights on them. So, and with that being said, guys, I think Rob had to step away for just a second. You back with us, Rob? He's still out of the booth at this time. That's fine. I'll find something to talk about. As JP enters the pit road right now, actually the top 4 has entered pit road. We have a battle here. It looks like side by side. No, I'm sorry. That's Mike Weir. And this is our position battle. We're going to stick around and watch. Eddie Baker overtakes Mike Ware, no problem. We do have people exiting pit road now. JP Alfonso's exiting. David Connor's exiting. So these guys could come to issue for Eddie Baker and Mike Ware here. I'm not sure. We're going to watch and find out. As we come up to the bus stop, we see people have issues with the bus stop early on in this race. We haven't seen anything past the first lap, so let's see where we are as Eddie Baker gets ready to go around Sean Crooks here. Eddie Baker just launched himself at that bus stop, but he's on the tail of Sean Crooks, and this is a position battle here. Always found it hard to go through that corner right there, just because you're having to slow down and go down a hill at the same time. Looks like it's going to be Mike Weir's getting ready to pass Eddie Baker on that outside. Just couldn't get anything going there, so Eddie Baker's going to close the door. These guys are battling hard for position here. I'm not seeing anybody else. Jose is still has a commanding lead of about 5 seconds over Corey Burke, and then Sean Crooks has nobody behind him as well. So the battle to watch right now is Eddie Baker. All 3 guys are battling hard.
You said 5 seconds over Corey Burke?
Is that what I'm seeing on my side?
I'm only seeing 2 seconds.
Oh, that is. I'm looking at the gap. I'm looking at the gap still the interval. Eddie's gap to Jose is 8 seconds, but it's a 2-second gap over Sean Crooks.
Well, I'm here.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Looks like Mike Ware did make that pass. Take a look at it.
Just came to the inside.
So what I'm really concerned with is see a lot of people off tracks, Rob, that you're seeing. Oh, hang on. Stand by. Eddie Baker is off track. Oh, Eddie Baker gets turned around to the bus stop. Watch it one more time from a different camera angle.
I don't know, sausage curves. That's what they're called.
Sausage fingers.
Sausage curve. Sausage KURB.
Yeah, so that pushed Baker back to 8. And now we're just looking at the battle now. Can JP move up and get Mike Weir? And looking down, can Sean Crook catch Corey Burke? Mike Weir is actually on the tail of Sean Crooks now too.
I mean, if he wants to, he's got there. He's only got 10 minutes left.
That's a lot of time for racing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I mean, especially, well, I mean, they're sub 2 minutes.
Oh, that's an off-track penalty for sure. I don't know if it's definitely
Yeah, so
He's got 5.
wow.
Am I reading that right?
Here has.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it real time. I'm looking at Scott Shipper. But that don't necessarily count towards their infinite. Watkins Glen, the moment you log into an iRacing race, you're Watkins Glen, you get hit with a big old rules sheet that says do not go off the curb. So, and Mike Weir definitely did. I wonder how many times he's done that, because if he does that too many more times, he may have to go to a drive-through, do a drive-through penalty in the pits, and that's going to cost him.
Actually, if I'm looking at it properly, I don't know if this is proper, but it's actually showing Sean Crooks to have a penalty right now, so he may have a drive-through.
Where are you seeing that at?
In the actual entries, it's showing a black flag next to Sean Crooks.
Okay. In the actual iRacing drive.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's proper.
Well, we'll take a look here. He may have got one and is he gonna? He is.
Yeah, so he does.
Mike Weir's gonna take his position. Wow, that sucks. And it has officially become nightfall here at Watkins Glen as we approach our 7 minutes to go. And these guys hold out for 7 minutes on their tires. Are they going to have enough fuel to make it to the end? That's the question you have to start asking. Because, you know, last week we thought he was in a commanding front position and lost it. So,
It's hard to say, but gallons they put in, they should be all right. Although I don't think they go with a full tank. You know, with the 18-ish minutes that they had when people started quitting.
Rob, well, I'm gonna let you take us through the list of where everybody is on track. So,
All right. So, in our first position is Jose Puig. Second is Corey Burke. Third, Mike Weir. Fourth, JP Alfonso. Fifth, David Tamara. Sixth, Don Warren. Seventh, Mason Neal. Eighth, Eddie Baker. Ninth, Charles Harris. In 10th is Mike Killenbeck. 11th, Brian Frick. 12th, Brian Mansfield. 13th, Josh Steele. 14th, Ben Martin. 15th, Sean Crooks after serving that penalty. 16th, we got Jeremy Gaiman. 17th, Scott Shepard. 18th, Christopher Rawlings. 19th, Richie Chow. 20th, Rafael Cunha. 21st, Drew J. Warren. 22nd, Mike Mint. 23rd, Neil Strader. 24th, Mark Bradshaw.
as he sits on pit road.
As he sits on pit road, and then 25th is Phil Forrester, who did not race, and 26th is Chris Schroeder.
Thank you. You're very good at the names. I'm not. I get tongue-tied.
Yeah, that's all good.
All right, guys. Well, as we approach our 5 minutes to go, they're going to get a little notification, a little ringtone, as you would say, in their ears. So we have 5 races this year. These cars are going to start pushing over here. Everybody that's watching right now, because we're live with 5 minutes to go, and you definitely don't want your friends to miss out on this exciting finish. The front two, Jose and Corey Burke, are fighting hard to get up there and maintain their positions. Corey Burke is definitely a little bit of ground on Jose, but can Corey make it to the front? I know Corey wants to. It's going to look good for points, so we will see how they do as we enter 5 minutes to go.
well, the last lap, Jose Puig posted a 1:44.45, and Corey Burke actually posted a 1:43.88. Now that has changed; they're all fairly close, but it looks like Corey Burke posted the same time, but Jose Puig actually posted a little bit faster, a 1:43.7.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, we were talking about position battles. You know, Mike Ware and JP Alfonso battle every week, but they're no longer near each other right now.
No, there's about a 6-second gap in between them, and you know, it may just be that.
Oh, stand by!
Oh.
Eddie Baker's around.
Oh, as well as a number 4, it looked like.
What was that? I can't see who it was. JP was not involved. You said number 4. That's the 4th position. Number 4 car.
I think it might have been Drew Warren.
Maybe Don.
Or Don Warren, yeah.
It's like Eddie came off track, went back on track, and let Don. Then Eddie around, Don went flying. Both of them grabbed the wall, and that's off the race. They were out of contention for a good position at the end of this race. As you see here, looking at the camera angles here, Don Warren is on the outside right now. So you have the 2 cars on the right-hand side. That's going to be Mason Neal, Eddie Baker. Don Warren's on that outside. Don Warren tries to squeeze in. He started getting looked like he got a little loose there. Grabs Eddie Baker. Eddie Baker bounces off that inside retaining wall. Actually, he misses it. Comes back on track, grabs Don Warren, sends Don Warren directly into that barrier. Hard hit into the barrier. Eddie Baker smacks off that other inside barrier on the other side of the street. And Don Warren has got a lot of damage. I'm surprised that car even cranks after a hit like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised it does.
Oh, it just blew up.
It just blew up.
Can't get it started back. And there he goes. Looks like Ben Martin has wrecked as well. We'll go back and take a look at that. Bus stop, okay. That's what that's doing. Nope, it's the turn right after the bus stop. It looks like he's just hot. The tires are hot.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got less than 2 minutes. We're going to the front and watch the front two.
All right, so yeah, we only got about a 2-second gap in between Jose Puig and Corey Burke. And they've basically walked away with it. I mean, Mike Ware is 12 seconds back from Corey Burke. So as long as these guys can maintain, they should be our number 1 and number 2.
Yep, and either maintain or either get more position battles going. Looking through the field here, I don't see many that are having. Actually, I see Mason Neal, David here. Oh, Scott Shepard's around in the middle of the track. Can't turn around. Okay, he does.
So Scott Shepard actually has a meatball flag now, as well as it looked like he had a black flag for incidents.
These guys are coming up to wore out tires now, so we may be seeing a lot more of these happening. We're less than 1 minute to go. Can Jose hold off Corey Burke?
He passes Ben Martin there.
Corey is going to be passing Ben Martin. Not yet. This is where Jose can shoot ahead, because he does have lap traffic he has to navigate.
So Ben would have got the blue flag to be like, hey, somebody's behind you. They're the leader. Let them by.
This may be the last lap of these guys right here. This is going to be the last. As it comes down, Jose is going to be your winner as he gets around the final 2 corners. He's got about a second. He's got a gain. He's not going to do it. Coming down to the line is going to be Jose Puig taking home the win at Watkins Glen, followed by Corey Burke. Mike Ware still trying to get there down there to the end. He's going to hold his position in third. JP Alfonso is finally coming around the last 2 turns he needs to do to maintain his 4th position. So David Tamara and Mason Neal is going to be battling for the 5th, or the 4th position here. No, the 5th position. But these guys are finishing up now. And yeah, Jose, yes, winner, man.
Great job.
Great finish there. Great racing all night long. Yeah. Still have some calls to finish yet. So I'm going through and seeing if I can find any. I don't see any position battles that are worth watching. We'll just go through and watch some of the final guys that finish. And there's a list of everybody crashing into Jose at the end. Game is not finished as of yet. So actually he has. Brian Frick has not. Oh, somebody gets around back there.
Look like Richie Chow. Chow.
He is going to finish the race. We're waiting for everybody to finish up here before we go over the official, unofficial results. And looks like Jose's going to be sitting pretty decent in points here.
Yep.
I'll have those updated for you next week, so we can go over those. Don Warren was the last one we were looking for. Eddie Baker said he's just going to hang out on pit road, and so is Neil Schrader.
All
righty. Well, that was a fantastic race there to all the way to the end. Let's go over the results, shall we?
All righty.
In that first position, winning tonight is Jose Puig. Corey Burke's finishing 2nd. 3rd is Mike Weir. JP Alfonso is finishing 4th. David Tamara in 5th. Mason Neal is finishing 6th. Charles Harris is in 7th. Mike Gillenbeck is in 8th. Brian Mansfield's in 9th. 10th is Brian Frick. 11th, Sean Crooks. Josh Steele finished 12th. Ben Martin finished 13th. That's not bad, Ben.
Yeah.
Not bad out of 24 drivers that was on track. Richie Kyle is in 15th. Christopher Rollins
14th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeremy Gaiman's in 14th. Richie Kyle is in 15th. 16th is Christopher Rollins. 17th, Don Warren. 18th, Scott Shepard. 19th, Eddie Baker. Unfortunate for Eddie Baker for sure. Rafael Cunha, 20th. Drew J. Warren in 21st. Mike Mint in 22nd. Neil Nelly Strader is in 23rd. Mark Bradshaw is in 24th. 25th is Philip Forrester. He was our winner last week. He didn't finish this week. And Andrew Stroder finished 26th. He didn't start the race either. Let's talk to the winners.
All right, let's see if we can get Jose down here. Jose, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hello, Roy. Hear you.
All righty. Well, that was a heck of a race. You started 2nd. You were able to hold off the rest of the field like quite a ways, and finish 1st. So you got to be feeling pretty good about that, because I'm pretty sure this puts you, I believe, it would be put you 1st in point standings.
I don't know exactly. That would be great. There are some races I'm not going to be able to do in the future, so I'll leave the place to somebody else. But it was a fun race. It's a shame that Mason made that mistake. He was trying to cover the inside. I was not going to overtake him. I said, okay, let's be behind him, and at the end of the race, we overtake him because we were very similar in pace. So said, let's be patient. But he made that mistake, and it costed him the race. And then I saw Corey 5 seconds behind. I said, okay, let's maintain the distance, And that was it, basically. Taking care of the tires, and at the end, it was close, but not enough. The most important thing, Robin? I beat JP. That's the most important thing.
That is true.
He didn't really finish. He didn't really qualify too well tonight. He actually qualified 6th, I believe.
10th.
Yeah.
Was it 10th? Yeah, he finished. He
He's
qualified 10th. So
He's not sleeping good lately. He's been a bad boy, so he should take care of himself if he wants to win the future.
you hear that, JP? I hope you're listening, brother. I know you will tomorrow, but you just got called out by Jose, and y'all two are partners, right? Y'all two kind of rep the same schemes, help each other out here and there. But overall, good job on your race tonight. Were you kind of worried about Corey Burke there in the end?
No, no. When I had half a second in the pocket, so I was. He was 2 seconds when we went off the pits, and I said, okay, I'm going to be able to maintain those 2 seconds. When he was getting closer than 2 seconds, I would try to do a better lap, and yeah. But yeah, I was worried because any mistake, you're done. He was really quick.
Yes,
He was really consistent.
All right, Jose. Well, before we wrap up our interview with you got anything to say to your fans tonight?
I would like to meet my fans someday.
Well, they are pulling
Hey
for you,
guys,
man.
thanks for everything. Thanks for having fun, for letting us having fun. Take care.
Absolutely, anytime.
Bye bye.
All right, let's see if we can get Corey Burke down here. Corey, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hello.
Well, you started 4th, finished 2nd. You were close to Jose to catching him, but did lap traffic kind of play a part in the last lap?
No, not really. He was faster than me the whole race. So I was just trying to make my way around without making a mistake.
Well, you did fairly well. I don't believe you had any incident points. You may have had an off track. Oh no, you didn't even have an off track. So, you and Mike Weir didn't. So, unfortunately, you weren't able to catch Jose. But a second is still pretty good.
Yeah, it makes your podium for sure.
Yeah, it was a good race. I knew he was faster than me, so I was just trying to be consistent, not make a stupid mistake, and cost myself a good finish.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that you finished 2nd. Your strategy seemed to work out in the end. What was your fuel strategy? When did you pit, and what was your determination to go ahead and go in before everybody else, like you did?
Crew chief app told me to pit now, so I did.
I love it. Yeah, I wish David Tomorrow would have had that last week, but he didn't. Like he fired the guy that was telling him to pit now. So, all right, Corey. Well, great job on your 2nd place tonight. Anything you got to say to your fans before you head out of here?
Oh, thanks, guys, and it's a good time.
All right, I appreciate it, Corey, and we hope to catch you next week as well. All right, let's see if we can get Mike down here. Mike, this is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
It's not going too bad. It seems that our 1, 2, and 3 all moved up the same positions respectively. You started 6th, finished 3rd. You were kind of far back from Corey Burke there in 2nd, but you had to battle through the pack. How was that tonight?
It was tough. I got behind Eddie and Sean there, and I was getting good runs coming out of the final turn and the bus stop, but I just couldn't get by them through those parts of the tracks afterwards, and I just the front stretch just isn't long enough to get into someone's draft, and it was holding me up a little bit. So I was hoping to give Corey a good run. My lap times were pretty good. I thought once I got out of traffic, but unfortunately the battling I did with Eddie and Sean just let those two just pull away from me in that race.
Yeah, no, it did look like you were kind of forced almost into the wall, or you may have actually caught the wall with Eddie Baker on that front stretch. Now, I know you pitted fairly shortly after that, so did it cause some damage to the car?
I don't think so, and I'm honestly not sure what he was doing there. I had a really good run coming out of there, and I'm fairly certain he knew I was there. So I felt like I was actually getting pushed out off the track, and I didn't want to brake because my wheels were on the grass, and I knew if I hit the brakes, I would have gone right into him, right? Like I would have spun
Mhm.
and sideswiped him. So I had to just go off just go off the gas and slow down a bit. So that scared me a bit. I don't think I took any damage though. I decided to pit essentially at the end of that lap because I was actually just kind of fed up of being stuck behind. Like just be like I knew I had better pace than him, and I think Sean and I were about even, but I think I had him in a couple part of the tracks where I could get a good run on him. So I figured if I got in front of Sean, I could probably stay out in front of him. So yeah, I tried to go in early and cover off it, but Eddie covered it off pretty well because I think he came in the next lap. I came out ahead of him, just barely ahead of him, and he made a really good pass to get by me. I think I had a bad exit coming out of turn one, and he just basically just made that stick for a little while there.
Yeah. So, great job on your third place, not for sure, but I don't know. I don't remember. Were you involved or were you around the incident that happened with Don Warren and Eddie Baker there at the very end?
No, I was not. I didn't even. I didn't see it. I knew Eddie was about. I'd say about 8 tenths behind me when it happened. So I didn't get to see exactly what happened. I don't even know where Eddie ended up, to be honest. All I saw was he was like, 8 tenths behind me, and all of a sudden he was like gone off the standing. So I didn't really see what happened there.
Yeah, Eddie Baker was actually our toughest break of the evening, falling back 16 positions from that
Oh,
incident,
really?
finishing
Yeah.
21st. Y'all did battle good well all night long, and I did see what you were talking about. You kind of had a better pace than he did, but he did well as well defending your
Yeah.
pace as much as he could up until that incident. Um,
Yeah. Like I said, I felt I was getting a run on him every time coming out of the bus stop. But the problem is, you get a run of the bus stop, you come to the sweeper, and the sweeper I'm not quick through, and he would always just maintain that gap coming out of the bus stop. There's just like going to the sweeper, so I couldn't get past him. I was sort of just waiting for him to make a mistake. I honestly can't remember where I passed it, but I know he made a bit of a mistake, and I finally got by him. And then after, I think he crashed like maybe like half a lap later or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. Well, congratulations on your bronze medal tonight. You're finishing third. You got anything to say to your fans tonight?
Not too much. My team's doing the 24-hour spa this weekend. So it's the Wrong Stuff Racing team, where our YouTube will be run by the bearded Serb, who's Dre Divac. He's the team captain. So we're looking forward to doing that. So if anyone wants to watch some 24 hours of GT3 racing at Spa, tune in.
Yep, there you go. We may actually host you guys. When is it?
My team is going at 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday,
We may
and
talk
I will
to.
be running the first leg.
Send me or Rob your Twitch channel or your YouTube. Actually, it's gonna be on YouTube, so we can't host it.
Mhm.
That
I will
sucks.
PM it.
Maybe we can host it if y'all allow us to restream your stuff.
Yeah.
We may stream it alongside.
Well, I might
but
stream it too, but we'll see.
if you happen to stream it on Twitch, let me know, and we'll
Yeah, we'll do.
we'll get you hosted.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Have a good night.
Yep.
All
Thank you,
right,
man.
appreciate it, Mike.
Bye bye.
All right, Rob, that was fantastic. Ready
Yep.
to get on this the scramjet to fly to Talladega?
Yeah, we got we got about 30 minutes before practice ends, so.
Yeah. We're going to keep this
Guys, I made
short,
it.
guys.
Oh, Ben's here.
I made it. I just ran all the way from the piss. Andrew, scoot over. Give me that water.
Here you go. I'm fixing to get out of here. Ben, do you want to...
The race has ended.
Good Lord. Well, all right. Well, we're going to keep this short, guys. We just appreciate you guys coming out, watching tonight. If you haven't left a follow, at least do that so you can see when we go live. And we shoot out notifications to our followers every time we go live. We stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all starting around 6:30, maybe 6:30, 6:45, depending. But, Central.
Yep, there you go.
There it is. 7:30, around 7:30 on Eastern. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hate time zones. We love you guys. We hope you stay safe tonight. Everything that we have tonight's sponsored by Admin Box, JP Alfonso Studios, Happy Hour Racing. We love each and every one of our sponsors. If you're feeling generous tonight, make sure you leave a subscription. You can do it free through Twitch Prime. Or if you're feeling even more generous, we have a donation link as well if you want to donate to our network. Everything that we get goes back into the network. So with that being said, guys, I am jumping on a jet. Rob, you got anything for him?
No, just we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight, and we hope to catch you in the next streams.
Yep. All right, guys. Y'all be safe tonight. We love you, and we'll see you next Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central.
See you
guys.